Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ty, and I'm back with another video. So I just woke up and I was just laying here thinking to myself, what am I doing today? Like, I like to organize my day in my head before I get out of bed, because when I don't, sometimes my thoughts get the best of me because I overthink a lot. And as I was doing that, I got a message from God, and the message was, no matter what you do today, I want you to remember one thing. And that one thing was, remember that you have a crown on your head. So my goal for today is to remember that I am a queen and adjust my crown whenever it's necessary, whenever I'm, not acting accordingly to my crown is when I start overthinking and worrying and doubting and having that fear creep in. I gotta fix that crown and remember that I was born into this world as a queen, and everything that I want wants me just as much as I want it. It's just waiting for me to get up and go get it. So today I will be out passing out more flyers. I'm being led to go to certain places, so I guess we'll see what's there. So yeah, honestly, Spirit just urged me to document today, so I am. I'm probably not gonna be back on here until I get dressed and get in the car. So stay tuned. So I just woke up, y'all. I had a long day this morning passing out those flyers, and I was so drained when I got back home. I stay in Florida, so it's hot in Florida. If you live in Florida, you know the weather is crazy. Some days it'd be like, it's really hot outside, and today it was that. So I was really drained and beat when I got home. I just crawled up in the bed, cut on the TV, put on some meditation music, and kind of just lay here and relaxed and fell asleep. I just woke up to a voice message on my phone, and on the voice message, it was a client calling me. And this client is someone who I actually handed my flyer to today. I kind of did the same thing that I did in my previous video. As a matter of fact, I haven't even posted it yet, but I posted my first time going out by myself and passing out flyers. And I also posted it. Oh, you know what? No, I think I did post that one. I think it's another one I didn't post. I was going out with my daughter. I took my oldest daughter with me. But anyway, y'all, my first client just called me. I got an appointment scheduled to go out and start the services, and it's a final deal. Like, I finally got someone locked in while I'm scheduled to go out, and I'm so overwhelmed with joy and gratitude right now. And like I said in my previous videos, the Lord told me that this season I was going to be still crying, but it's going to be tears of joy. And the tears is not rolling down my eyes right now, and I ain't going to force it to, because I'm happy that I'm learning how to control my emotions. However, I am extremely grateful And today I did a lot of wondering a little bit before I laid down, and I had to kind of tell myself, like, today too, like, Taisha, don't stress about no money. Don't worry about nothing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything gonna work out. Everything gonna work out. Before that money that you got saved up dry up, you will secure the bag. And like I said, I encourage myself to pull myself out of those negative thinking. And I meditated. I fell asleep to the meditation, and I woke up to a miracle. And it's funny because when I went out today passing out the flyers, like, okay, so first of all, when I recorded the video this morning and I got in the car, something happened. And it kind of got on my nerves. And I was so annoyed that I was like, I'm not even from recording and say nothing else. And then I was feeling like, oh yeah, you know what I did? I started recording. And then in the middle of recording, you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna insert it into this video. At the end of this video, I'm gonna insert it and show y'all, cause I fucked up in the video and I got aggravated. And you probably hear me cussing and and I ain't throw the phone down, but the phone had dropped. But I ain't even try to pick the phone up, because at this point I made up my mind, like, you know what? I'm not recording this day. Even though I woke up this morning recording, I'm like, because I was led by spirit, which I was, because clearly I went in the mood to record, because I didn't record me going out, passing these flyers out. But I knew in my heart, like I said, the Lord told me to record it, so I did. And now that I'm, 4:28 in the afternoon now, I understand why I woke up this morning and Spirit told me record this day. Because I would have been recording myself literally walking up to my first client that called me, that I actually made my appointment with. And because I noticed I done had clients call me, but I had to change my prayer a little bit, because I noticed I was getting calls, but I wasn't getting people calling me and actually booking services with me. So I started changing what I asked for, and I started asking for people to call me and actually book services with me, so that I can go out and actually make money. And like I said, I changed my prayer. I had to kind of balance my faith out a little bit, because my faith was kind of doubting, going on the other side, the doubting side. But I had to just put more encouraging words into my atmosphere and uplift my own aura. I did an aura cleanse last night on myself as well, with the yoga. I'm talking about yoga, Lord have mercy. I did a aura cleansing on myself last night as well, with the skills that I learned from Reiki over the weekend of last week. As y'all know, I did take a Reiki course. And yeah, I just been staying focused and not allowing those thoughts to sit there too long when they creep up, And and the reason I'm being so honest about me having those negative thoughts and me wanting to give up and throw the towel in, because I was just talking about that earlier today. I told my husband, like, I was kind of feeling like, I don't know, like, I never want to be a burden on anyone. And what I mean by that, I just feel like, I know that if I was working right now just as much as my fiance worked, we would, just be better right now. And I'm not saying that we're struggling and we're hurting, because we're not, but I just know it will be better. And I know that we deserve better. And I just felt like, with him holding me down through school, I assumed that once I got out of school that I was going to be able to, go out and work just as much as him. We both work the 40 hours a week or whatever, and come home and join our money together, and it can be a bigger pot than him just bringing all the money home and him providing and paying all the bills, which I really appreciate. It's just, like I said, sometimes I feel kind of guilty, because we made, we had a conversation about, him, working putting me through school, and when I get out of school, I was gonna, work, and he was gonna go to school, but he ended up not going to school. And the crazy part is, the job where he started working at, it's like he really don't have to even go to school because they're going to kind of train him on a job, which end up being a great thing. But so yeah, but you know, he supports me 100% with what I do. So you know, he understands and he don't want me to feel that way. But me just being a natural provider from having a daughter at such a young age and being a single parent for so long before I met him, I just always like to pull my weight. And I believe that in relationships it should be 50-50, you know. I'm just, at the same time, I'm just very grateful that I have a good, you know, fiance that's willing to support me through my dreams and my goals, and understand, you know, that sometimes we think we got all the answers and we don't. And you know, just really support my spiritual journey and what I'm doing, you know, and believe in me, because I know that you know, that God is leading me. So yeah, like I said, I'm just letting people know, like, whenever you're going through a big shift in your life, whenever those little negative thoughts start creeping up and making you feel like you're not good enough, or maybe I should just go back to do what I was already doing because it's not working for me, just keep having faith. Meditate. It helps. And if you can cleanse your aura, if you can learn how to do that, I feel like I want to start leaving tips for that. But I don't want to be teaching nobody about nothing until I become a master in it. Like, I'm really not into the false teaching thing. I believe that each one teach one. However, in order for you to become the teacher, you have to first be the student. And a lot of times I feel like people don't want to take the role of the student. They just want to jump into the role of the teacher. And when I go in as a student, I like to be taught by a teacher who has been a student of the lesson, because you can't teach nothing that you haven't been through or that you haven't experienced yourself. And sometimes just because you experience something once doesn't make you a master. Sometimes you have to take time. Sometimes 3 years. 3 is a number of Trinity, you know, just for you to become a master or something. So yeah, I'm getting sidetracked, but I still feel like the Lord is working through me right now and can have me speaking and talking free verse. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, like I said, I'm happy. I might, no, oh no, don't, no. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and leave for now and let y'all go. And it's not gonna be long. I just wanted to share with my lovely subscribers that I finally locked and scheduled a client, and I'm happy. So I wanted to share it with my collective and let you guys know that the Millionaire March is not over yet. As a matter of fact, it's just begun. What do you mean? So yeah, I love all y'all, and until next time. So I'm getting in the car now and I'm getting ready to go. So I got a couple places in mind that I want to go to, y'all. I guess we'll see how I go. I may record a little bit while I'm out there, but we'll see. So yeah. I'm trying to think of something to say because I feel like it's something I want to say but I'm missing. I don't know. I just know that the Lord wanted me to record today, so maybe it's something in today's recording. Oh my God. My God, I just broke my cord again. Shit is unbelievable, bro. So before I posted the video, I just went back and looked at the recording of me breaking my freaking charger cord that I had just bought, and I had just broke the last one the day before that. But anyway, it didn't show the whole thing of me because I clicked out the video. But when I clicked out the video, y'all, I was so freaking mad because I was like, seriously, I just bought this cord, and I have a hard habit of keep pushing my armrest down in my car. So yeah, my whole point of coming back on her though was to show when that happened. I was in the middle of recording, and as you can see in the video, I was saying like I didn't really know what to say. And I felt like I should be talking because I'm recording for the day because the Spirit told me to record. But as I got in the car, I'm only recording because I feel like I was ordered by Spirit to record. So as I'm talking, like I said, I don't know what to say. And then with me not really knowing what to say, and then right after that, there go that negative spirit trying to creep in, fucking with me. Now I'm mad. And instead of me, being focused on Spirit told me to record this morning, it may be something in this video that's important. I had took my focus off that. I was distracted. I was distracted. My attention had got distracted. And that's what the negative energies would do. It would come in right in the midst of your blessings and distract you. And the reason why they distract you because they're trying to get you to look the other way. Because they know that right ahead of you is your blessings. They know your blessings is coming. And I didn't know that this morning. And when I just looked at that video over again, I said, oh no, we got to go back on her and we got to add another clip on her and we have to talk about this. Because this is not, today was a testimony, honey. It definitely was a testimony. Because like I was just saying in the first video, and honey, when I woke up this morning, I didn't know what was for me today. But the Lord knew. The enemy knew. The Lord said, record. The Lord said, record, daughter. It's time to show them what this is a real millionaire march. This is God's timing, honey. This is divine timing. When I say go, go. And that's what I did. I went. I recorded. And as I did what I was assigned to do by the Lord, there go the devil creeping in, trying to get my attention, trying to distract me. And he did. Because I stopped recording. But guess what? I still got in my car and I still went and did what I was told to do. And the blessings that was waiting for me was still there. And it's so crazy because as I'm talking to y'all, I just hear the Lord saying, no matter how much the devil try to come to distract my chosen ones, it won't work. As long as they continue to listen and hear my voice. Cause I could have got so angry to the point I was just like, I'm not even going no more. Or I could have got so angry, to the point where I'm focusing on now going back to the store to get another charger. I could have been there at a different time where I didn't run into that person who just called me. And cause like I said, I passed out some around the area, but I also handed some in people's hand. And the person that called me today is someone who I handed it to. I introduced myself. And it's crazy because as I'm thinking about it now, I ain't gonna cry though, y'all. I'm so overwhelmed because I know it's the Lord. The man who I gave it to, who just called me, he was leaving his apartment and getting ready to go. And I seen him walking to his car, and I turned my car around. So I turned my car around. I parked my car. I didn't even cut the car off. I just parked it on the side, and I got out and I walked up to him, introduced myself, told him who I was and what I was doing, and I gave him a flyer. And the reason why this story is so important to me right now, y'all, is because for him to walk downstairs to get in his car is only in a certain time frame. You understand what I'm saying? And those time frames are important. Because in that little time frame of him walking to his car, the Lord placed me in his direction. How beautiful is the Lord? Right when that mustard seed of doubt started to creep up, sometimes the Lord wants you to start slaying those seeds yourself with your own words. And when you start to understand your power and curse those powers out, the Lord knows now you have grown. Because I remember when I used to always ask for I never really spoke power over myself. I just used to feel weak and feeling like I had to call out for the power. And lately, I mean, like I said, when I felt like something creeping up, I've been filling my own cup up, knowing that the Lord has something in store for me, that the Lord is preparing something for me. And rather it's today, tomorrow, next year, 2 years, 3 years. No matter how long it took for me to receive whatever the Lord has prepared for me, I'm willing to wait. And to be obedient even when you don't want to be. Even when those negative thoughts start creeping in and telling you to do it another way. You know that the Lord told you to do it this way. And you still choose to be obedient. And throughout it all, throughout the worries, throughout the stress, throughout the anxiety, throughout the fear, the Lord will come through and provide. He outdone it for me so many times before in my life that it would be naive and blissed of me to think otherwise. I don't know about you and what God has done for you in your life, but I'm going to tell you, the way God has showed up in my life, time after time after time and after time and after time, in the moments I wasn't even supposed to be here, y'all. The Lord will work miracles in your life. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. I need some one-on-one time with God right now to show my gratitude and appreciation. I love y'all so much, and no matter what happens in life, remember, God is always there. All you have to do is knock on the door, like I always say. That's all I did. That's all I did. Because I mean, it was at one point in time in my life that I turned away from God, and I was living a life of chaos and I didn't think that I needed God. And when I look back on that time and that period in my life, in my 20s, in my early 20s, and I look back at all the shit I went through, from the abusive relationships to, you know, trying different drugs and just being just not valuing myself and wanting to be seen and be in the streets and be on every scene and thinking that was life. Like, I'm so thankful that God saved me. I'm so thankful that God saved me, because I remember at one point in time, I actually made up my mind and was okay with maybe one day going to prison, because I felt like the path that I was going down, it was only one way out besides death, and that was prison. And I remember sitting by myself one day, and I was trying to just mentally prepare my mind for the day if it was to come, because I remember wanting to be one of the biggest drug dealers, because I felt like when I get older, I never want to feel poverty, and I always knew I wanted to have more in life. But instead of me thinking that I can get more in life the right way, like the way I'm doing it now, for some reason I thought that instead of giving myself the opportunity to activate my brain to think in the way that I am now, it's like I just surrendered to activating my brain to think that what I had at the time was all I ever was gonna have, unless I did things the wicked way to get it. And looking around in my community, it looked like that's the way everybody else was getting fast money. So I thought, that's what I wanted to do. And like I say, y'all, this is my testimony. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna title it, another testimony. And I wasn't even expecting this to be a testimony, but it is. And that's how God works, y'all. It's like you just keep showing up every day for God. And one of those days when you showing up, God gonna show out. And that day of you showing up, and it's not gonna be like the other days, because it won't be in vain. And not even the other days that you showed up won't be in vain. All those days of you showing up and you thinking it was in vain and you thinking it's not paying off, that one day that it pays off, it's paying off for the whole grind that you put into that. Faith without work is blessed. And I remember I kept hearing that word. I kept hearing that a while ago when I was in doubt. And how the Lord works, He'll give you a message. Only because He knows that message is going to resurface back to you again. And when it does, you're going to know that it was no one but the Lord who did that. Or some people want to say the universe, or however you want to put it, for the people who, I don't know how you refer to the Lord, the divine, the universe, however, but everything happens for a reason. And I'm starting to see that show up more in my life, more and more and more every single day. The more I just really focus on the signs that I'm getting in my life, and listening and remembering what I asked for. Because sometimes we forget, and God will give you what you asked for, but by the time you get it, sometimes, like I said, you forgot that you asked for all this other stuff too. And God will slowly reveal and give you all those things that you prayed for and asked for in due time. Because it's definitely been that way in my life. And like I say, if He did it for me, I know He'll do it for you. So I'm going to go ahead and end this testimony right here. I hope this testimony helps somebody realize that like my girl say, and I can't think of her name right now, but if you know who I'm talking about, if you follow her channel, you're going to know who I'm talking about. Drop her name down below. But like my girl say, if God hired me, who gonna fire me, boo? And I'm gonna end it on that. I love y'all and have a blessed day.